now we have music playing in the background when we play our game like this. The next thing we're going to want to add are some sound effects, right? And our sound effects are going to be at the very least for our jump sound as well as crashing into an obstacle, all right? And the thing is with these, we're going to want to actually cause these sounds to happen when the player does an action. So instead of just being able to attach them to our camera like we did with our background music, since we want these to be triggered sound effects based upon the player's actions, we actually need to attach them to the player. And in order to attach them to the player so that they happen under certain events, we're actually going to do that through the use of a script. So we're going to open up our player controller. Actually, before they do that, let's just listen to a few of the sound effect options that we have. If we go back into our course library, and this time under sound, select sound effects, you'll see we have crash 1 2 3 and jump 1 2 3, and we can listen to these and just pick out whichever one you like the best for the crash as well as for the jump. All right, so you'll decide which ones you like best and just have those in mind so that way we can add them to our player once we create a spot for it inside of our script. So now go to your scripts folder and open up your player controller. That will launch into your IDE. In our case, hopefully it's Visual Studio. And up towards the top, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add 2 new variables, right? So right here, I'm going to add a public variable. It's going to be for an audio clip. So we actually have audio clip built in. So you can see it right there, the third option. It's going to be a public audio clip, and we're going to need 2. One for the jump, right? So we'll call it our jump sound. And then we're also going to need one for the crash sound, right? So audio clip and then crash sound. All right. So we're not going to program them yet, but we're going to create those places to hold those sound effects. So now back inside of our Unity, now when I click on my player, underneath that player controller script, you'll see that I have a jump sound as well as a crash sound that I can now place those sound effects in. So I'm going to go back to my sound menu, open up that sound effects, and then from my hierarchy, select the player and go down to that player controller script. What I'm going to do is pick the jump sound that I liked the most and click it and drag it onto the jump sound variable. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the crash. I didn't really like any of the crashes, but I'll go with crash 2. Why not? So now I have my variables created for my player controller to hold the jump sound. I picked jump 3 and the crash sound, crash 2. That was pretty easy.